Eine kleine Gedankenexperiment, a little thought experiment. This little German phrase describes a thought experiment. Wiki notes the common goal of a thought experiment is to explore the potential consequences of the principle in question. Thought experiment is a device by which one performs an intentional, structured process of intellectual deliberation in order to speculate within a specific problem domain about potential consequences or antecedents for a designated antecedent or consequent. Given the structure of the experiment, it may not be possible to perform it. And even if it could be performed, there may not be an intention to perform it. Examples of thought experiments include Schrodinger's cat, illustrating quantum indeterminacy through the manipulation of a perfectly sealed environment, and a tiny bit of radioactive substance, and Maxwell's demon, which attempts to demonstrate the ability of a hypothetical finite being to violate the second law of thermodynamics. My own Gedanken experiment involved a pencil and the ponderings of the things of the universe. In the back in the halcyon days when I was taught Hebrew, I had abhorred the exercises found in the standard textbooks and instead put my students to the task of translating Genesis 1 and Genesis 2, as they are found in the Tanakh or Old Testament. For those familiar, those two chapters describe how in the beginning God created. Those two chapters describe rather succinctly the beginning of everything through the Word of God. As I pondered the number 2 pencils on my desk, I asked myself, how did it get there? The question was more ontological than geographic. I thought about what it took to put the graphite, or whatever that is, in the wood, surrounded by the yellow paint, with an eraser attached with a metal band. After the initial what did it take to make the pencil, I wondered, what did it take to make each part of the pencil? What did it take to make the wood, the graphite, the eraser, the metal? That led to the questions of rock formations, trees, and all the things that it took to make them, which led to the earth that we live in. And that led to, how did the earth come to be, which led to the solar system. And how did it come to be, which led to the Milky Way. Well, you see where I'm going with this. Very rapidly, I came to realize that each smaller item relied on its formation by the next higher item, and very soon I'm at the level of the universe as being necessary for the fact that I had a pencil sitting on my desk. So back to that pencil on my desk in my Hebrew classes. What we see in the heavens and such structures as Orion Nebula are the building blocks and materials that God used as He made all around us and above us and beyond us so that we would have a place to live and come to know Him. As Romans 1:19-20 says, because what is known of God is clearly seen in them, the people, for God made it visible to them. For the unseen things of Him, from the creation of the world, the things He made, are clearly seen, the everlasting power and divine nature of Him. I look up into the heavens and I see His works, His power, His majesty. Yes, even in the dust of the Orion Nebula, which hints at how that pencil came to be found on my desk. And in all that, I remember this: He knows my name.